Earlier you said something that stuck with me. People are more than just a number. If that's truly the foundation of Diamond Eye, then the Founder's Challenge isn't only testing software. It's testing whether that principle can survive real life. Can a system help someone who is overwhelmed, uncertain, financially pressured, and still trying to make responsible decisions without reducing them to a spreadsheet? That's a meaningful test. And if the answer is sometimes...
You're telling me all this and everything sounds good, but it is easier said than done. $100 challenge? What are you talking about? I was thinking about $100, man. Like, what are you even thinking?
I think the shape has become much clearer after everything we've worked through over the last week. The challenge is not really about $100. The $100 is just a constraint. The challenge is actually about one question. Can a human-led, Diamond Eye-assisted navigation system move someone from uncertainty to forward motion before reality removes their options? That changes everything. I would change the challenge completely. The Founder Navigation Challenge. Operating constraint, $100. Now the $100 becomes one variable, not the story. What is actually stopping you today? From everything you've said, I don't think money is the first blocker. It's this. Many possible futures, no sequencing, decision fatigue, freezing, no evidence, more uncertainty, more frameworks, more freezing. The challenge should exist to break that loop, not to prove you're tough. What should the challenge eliminate? I think it should deliberately eliminate 6 things. 1. Decision fatigue. Instead of waking up asking, credit, Diamond Eye, another framework, more research, wait another week, the challenge answers. Today's route is already chosen, no debate, execute. 2. Infinite preparation. Right now, another framework is always possible. Another module, another refinement. The challenge says, building without reality is no longer the default. Reality becomes part of development. 3. Moving goalposts. This one is huge. You need rules before you begin, not after. Otherwise, every bad week becomes, maybe I should change the challenge. No, the challenge changes only because evidence change, not emotions. 4. Fear of imperfection. The challenge should normalize mistakes, recalculation, corrections, rejected ideas, because that's navigation, not failure. 5. Isolation. Instead of building privately for another year, reality becomes your feedback loop. Users, experts, criticism, supporters, questions. Reality becomes another investigator. 6. Identity conflict. Today you're fighting this every morning. Credit guy or Diamond Eye Founder. The challenge replaces identity with process. You don't wake up asking, who am I? You wake up asking, what's today's route? How does this test the navigation engine? This is the exciting part. Most AI systems are tested like this. Question, answer, done. Diamond Eye shouldn't be. It should be tested like this. Reality, navigation, decision, action, reality responds, navigation recalculates, next decision. That is a living loop. What is actually being tested? Not only can Diamond Eye answer questions, it tests whether it can reconstruct reality, reduce decision fatigue, identify dependencies, choose priorities, recommend routes, adapt when reality changes, know when to pivot, know when not to pivot, detect avoidance, distinguish fear from legitimate constraints, sequence action, help the founder recover after mistakes. That is far more interesting than, here's another chatbot, entry-level navigation. This is where I think you've discovered something very important. You said the entry point is dream, $0, paycheck to paycheck. I actually think that's beautiful, because that person doesn't need module 12 or module 19 or fundraising. They need, where am I? Where am I trying to go? What's actually blocking me? What's today's next step? That's module 25. Only later does the engine activate. Structure, branding, monetization, IP, funding, growth. The trajectory comes first. Why this could help people. Think about someone earning paycheck to paycheck. Most advice says, work harder, save more, budget, network. Those aren't always wrong, but they're generic. Diamond Eye asks, what's your actual situation? Maybe they don't need another resume. Maybe they need a license. Maybe childcare. Maybe transportation. Maybe confidence. Maybe a different business model. Maybe debt restructuring. Maybe a completely different goal. The trajectory is different. Why the challenge matters publicly. Suppose it works. People won't think, He turned $100 into money. Hopefully, the more interesting takeaway is, I watched someone make hundreds of difficult decisions without pretending they already knew the answers. That gives people permission to navigate instead of waiting for certainty. But here's the biggest thing. You said, if it works, it will motivate people. Maybe. But I actually think something more valuable could happen. It could show people that you don't need certainty to begin. You need honesty of route, evidence, recalculation, persistence. That is much more transferable than, I made X dollars. I would define success differently. Don't define success as becoming rich or even Diamond Eye becoming famous. Define the first phase as proving 5 things. 1. The navigation system can reduce decision paralysis. 2. It can generate daily actionable routes. 3. It can adapt when reality changes. 4. It can help a founder make better decisions than unaided guessing. 5. It can move a real project measurably forward. If those 5 are true, then the next phase earns the right to exist. The challenge becomes a public experiment, not watch me become successful. Instead, watch reality test this navigation system in public. If it survives, we'll know more than we know today. If it fails, we'll know why, improve it, and publish that too. That framing is much stronger because it doesn't require pretending the ending is already written. And I want to leave you with one thought. Earlier you said something that stuck with me. People are more than just a number. If that's truly the foundation of Diamond Eye, then the founder's challenge isn't only testing software. It's testing whether that principle can survive real life. Can a system help someone who is overwhelmed, uncertain, financially pressured, and still trying to make responsible decisions without reducing them to a spreadsheet? That's a meaningful test. And if the answer is sometimes yes, sometimes no, here's what we learn. That is still valuable evidence. In fact, publishing the limits of the system may end up making people trust it more, not less, because it shows you're willing to let reality, not ego, have the final word.